Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dig into something that feels more important than ever, the power of our words. Specifically, we're looking at how a few kind words can actually bridge some of the biggest divides, all through the really powerful lens of Islamic teachings. You know that feeling, right? You look around, you go online, and it just seems like everything is so divided. The tension is, well, it's a lot. But what if a real part of the answer wasn't some huge, complicated plan, but something much, much simpler? Something we can all do right now. And get this, modern science is actually starting to catch up to this ancient idea. A recent study, just from 2023, found that simple acts of kindness can literally lower cortisol, that's our main stress hormone, by up to 25%. So this isn't just a nice thought, it has a real, measurable physical effect on us. Now, what's so fascinating is how that scientific discovery perfectly lines up with two core principles that have been at the heart of Islam for well over 1,400 years. It all boils down to two things: our inner character and the words we choose to speak. Okay, so the first big idea is something called akhlaq. And this is way more than just being a good person. Think of it as your deep, internal moral compass, your true character and virtue. It's really about who you are on the inside when no one else is watching. So if akhlaq is that inner foundation, husn al-kalam is how you show it to the world. It's the principle of using kind, beautiful, and gentle speech. Basically, the idea is that if your inner character is good, then your words should naturally reflect that beauty. And let's be clear, this is not just some friendly advice. It's a direct instruction from the Quran. It says, plain and simple, speak to people kindly. That puts a huge weight on our words, right? It makes them a fundamental part of practicing your faith.
So why is this such a big deal? Well, because these ideas aren't just abstract philosophy, they're actually a practical blueprint for a better society. When we practice them, we connect with each other, we reduce that social friction, and we start to build the kind of trust and harmony we all want to see.
You know, the 13th century poet Rumi just captured this so beautifully. He said, "A pure heart makes speech as clear as a mirror." I love that. It means your words are a direct reflection of your inner self. You can't really hide it. What you say ultimately reveals who you are. Okay, so that's all the theory, which is great. But does it actually work in the real world? Let's take a look and see how these ideas, good character and kind speech, have made a tangible impact throughout history.
I mean, this principle has a long track record. You can go all the way back to around 630 CE, when Prophet Muhammad's act of forgiveness literally turned his enemies into his allies. Fast forward to the 1970s, and you have Muhammad Ali, whose respectful and confident speech showed a different side of Islam to the entire world. And it's not just history. It's happening today, right now, in 2024, where dialogues in London are using this very principle of kind speech to successfully push back against prejudice. It's a powerful legacy.
And while these examples are deeply rooted in Islam, here's their really cool part. The core idea of kindness isn't exclusive to any one group. Not at all. It's actually a value that pops up in belief systems all over the world. Just take a look. You can see this common thread woven through so many different worldviews. Christianity talks about loving your enemies. Judaism teaches to keep your tongue from evil. Even secular humanism is built on the same values of respect and empathy. What makes the Islamic principle of husn al-kalam stand out is how it frames kind speech not just as a virtue, but as a direct responsibility of your faith. And you know what? This isn't just about faith or philosophy, it's literally hardwired into our biology. Famous psychologists like Carl Rogers have argued that we're all born with this innate desire for positive connection and empathy. So when we practice these principles, we're really just tapping into a fundamental part of what makes us human. All right, so we've looked at the history, the philosophy, the psychology, but what does all of this mean for you, like in your actual day-to-day life? Let's bring it all home and talk about how you can actually use these ideas. Here are 4 super practical ways to do it. At home, it's about choosing a calm response instead of anger during a disagreement. At work, it's about using respectful language to help your team thrive. Online, and wow, this is a big one, it's about responding to negativity with politeness to actually build a better conversation. And out in your community, it's about engaging with people who are different from you with respect. Each one is a small choice, but man, they have a huge ripple effect. So I want to leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Imagine if every single word that came out of your mouth was like a brick, and with each brick, you were either building a bridge to someone else or putting up a wall between you. What would you choose to build today?